very simple way to look at it using candlestick. So let's try to understand the psychology of candlestick charts. Candlestick charts are a very powerful way, right? Candlestick charts are a very powerful way. And to ensure that we are able to do the concept of chart reading better, I have got a very simple philosophy. Okay. I have got a very simple philosophy. As we discuss something, whatever I am sharing with you, please take down whatever points you are understanding, because आप जो लिखेंगे अपने खुद हाथों से, that is the best notes you will ever get. Why am I saying that? Because if you are just going to read, many of you have got PDFs, right? Many of you have got PDFs. I have also given you a book. How many of you have really gone through the entire book? Very, very few, right? So, जब भी आप notes लिखेंगे, it will get directly wired to your memory, and that will be a very good way to remember whatever you are going through. I'm sure that some of you there are some people who have not come online. वो सोच रहे हैं कि recording देख लेंगे, no problem. But ये जान लीजिए कि live attend करके जब भी आप notes लेंगे, the benefit of that cannot be compared at all. So take down notes, understand it. It will make a world of difference to your trading. So I am going to talk about a very unique philosophy which we have at NeoTrader, which is called as the ICE philosophy. ICE philosophy is very simple. It works on very important elements which one needs to do as a trader. And the ICE represents identification, confirmation, and execution. What do you mean by that? Identification यानी जब भी कोई सेटअप है, उसका identification parameters क्या है? How will you identify a particular trade? That is very important. Now, once you have identified a particular trade, then you have to work on the confirmation parameters. You have to see what are those confirmation parameters which are necessary to validate my trade. And then you will go to execution, which is clicking the button. But होता क्या है? हम पहले बटन दबाते हैं और उसके बाद सोचते हैं कि ये ट्रेड सही था या गलत था. How many of you agree? ट्रेड तो ले ही लेते हैं, correct? We take a trade and then we start evaluating. This is what has to stop. This is what has to stop. Why? Because if after taking a trade, what will you get? After taking a trade, you will get profit or loss. But then most of us experience, what does most of us experience after we just take a trade? ट्रेड ले लेते हैं, मार्केट खुला, कल कितने लोगों ने लॉन्ग किया होगा, बट हुआ क्या? थोड़े लॉन्ग चले, बट बहुत सारे लॉन्ग नहीं चले. सो जो दिखता है नॉट नेसेसरली वही होता है. ओके, जो दिखता है और जो होता है उसमें एक अंतर है. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन व्हाट इज सीन एंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. You have to connect them, and to connect that, my ICE philosophy will help you a great deal. All right. So identification, confirmation, execution. All of us out here have to take a pledge that we will follow the ICE philosophy. I want everyone of you to type ICE on the chat. This is an oath all the SMM people have to take. ICE. Identification, confirmation, execution. Within just 1 week, you will see, okay, within just 1 week, you will see that if you apply this philosophy, you can stay away from many pitfalls. आप जो भी आपके ट्रेड रहेंगे, आप उस पे घुमाइए कि आपके पास स्ट्रैटेजी होगा. ये फिलॉसफी है ये फिलॉसफी हर एक स्ट्रैटेजी के रूल्स के हिसाब से चलेगा. बट आई डोंट नो वेदर ऑल द रूल्स विच हैव बीन विच यू हैव are designed like this. But this is my philosophy based on which I have designed my rules. And that is why the rules may seem similar, but they are very, very consistent with when it has to be executed. It may seem similar, but it will have the thread. इसका flavor होगा हमारे strategies में. Okay? तो जब भी हम candlesticks के अंदर जाएंगे, largely आपको दो टाइप के कैंडल दिखेंगे. एक है लॉन्ग बॉडी कैंडल, यानी बॉडी क्या है? बॉडी इज समथिंग विच कनेक्ट्स दी ओपन एंड क्लोज. ऑलराइट, मैंने कहा था कि देयर आर 4 डेटा पॉइंट्स, ओपन, हाई, लो, क्लोज. तो ओपन और क्लोज को कनेक्ट करता है ये कैंडल का बॉडी. नाउ द बॉडी, इफ इट इज रेड, ओपन इज अबाउ द क्लोज. If candle is green, open is below the close. Now, when there is a big body candle, it says that the big body candle is having lot of participants. Many people are participating. अगर big body candle red है, तो many people are participating on the downside. Big body candle green है, that means many people are participating on the upside. Now, in the same way, if there is a small body candle are various sizes. तो body होता है, body के ऊपर और नीचे जो thin line है, that is called as a wick. Some people call it as a wick, some people call it as a shadow. So the shadow can be tall, the shadow can be short, but then the body, if you notice, the connecting between they are much smaller, and in some cases it could be very thin. It could be like a cross. All right, now this indicates that there is less participation. This is the reverse. So long body candle, small body candle, ये दोनों चीज आप जानेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको एक क्लैरिटी मिल जाएगा. जब भी स्मॉल बॉडी कैंडल आता है तो आपको जरूर ध्यान देना है. Now, at the end of a trend, if there is a small body candle, matlab trend is coming to a close. All right. Now, there are various types of small body candle. If the wick or the shadow is at the bottom, that means there is demand. If it is above the body, that means there is supply. All right. So now, based on this, there are certain important patterns जो अगर आप जान लेंगे so it will be helpful for you for quickly going through a chart and coming to a understanding. So let's get into some patterns and find out what are patterns. Patterns are a representation of behavior. Patterns are the way in which the market talks to you. Okay, like how I am talking to you right now, the market connects with a reader who is viewing the chart through patterns. So patterns are expressions of the market and which you got to read. And the expressions are in the form of either a long body or a small body. So चार्ट पैटर्न को समझने के लिए आपको जानना है कि ट्रेंड क्या चल रहा है, व्हाट इज द ट्रेंड विच इज ऑन गोइंग, एंड व्हेन यू सी द will get an idea of what is the kind of pattern which is developing and what is the direction which the prices could take. Now, having said that, okay, there are two types of pattern. It could either be a continuation pattern which mentions that the prices which are working now or having a trend now, they're taken a pause and they will continue further, or it could be a reversal pattern. Reversal pattern is where the prices which are continuing now, but then it says that the trend which is going on right now has come to an end, and you could see a reversal from here. So this gives you a very low risk opportunity. Okay. Now, if you want to participate in an ongoing trend, then continuation pattern comes into play. If you want to participate in a trend which is about to reverse, then a reversal pattern comes into play. Now, when you take a look at candlesticks, Okay, there are candlestick charting techniques which is very, very helpful. All right. The candlestick charting techniques, the chart patterns on candlesticks, because it was developed way, way back in 1700s by a person called as Homer, who was a rice trader. All right, he was a rice trader, and candlesticks was basically designed to forecast the quantity of rice in their warehouse. But then soon a person called as Steve Nisson, he is known as the father of modern day candlesticks. He went to Japan, he studied it, and he brought their knowledge to the Western world. And that's how candlestick got introduced as a charting pattern. Till then, it was only line chart, bar chart. उसके बाद